Hello, fellow hiker.
Hello, fellow hiker Mikhail.
Thank you, Miss Tiffany. So, what were your thoughts on the difficulty of the Trail of Mary Jane Falls?
I was very satisfied with the difficulty. It's not overly difficult and not too easy that I'm bored.
All right. Would you recommend that people bring rations as they hike through, or is it just short enough of a duration?
It's definitely short enough to go without a snack, but you should definitely bring water.
Okay. Is there any wildlife that surprised you?
A lot of flies buzzing around me, but it's because I was really sweaty.
Do you think this is a safe trail for children?
Depends on what your child's personality is.
Okay. But always keep a constant supervision?
Yes, constant supervision.
All right. Very good. Well, thank you for your time, Miss Tiffany.
Thank
Chan.
you.
Yep. Goodbye.
Bye.
Action. Well, hello, Miss Catherine.
Hi.
Thank you for accepting my interview.
Why you sound so monotone?
Thank you for having me.
I would like to ask, what are your general thoughts on the difficulty of the trail?
Sound like R.L.
Hard
Stein.
Huh.
Lots of walking.
Was there anything about the terrain that you wanted to comment on that added to the difficulty?
If you fall down, you would probably die.
That's good to know. And that goes to my second question. Is this a safe trail for children?
No, unless you want your child to die. Because they'll fall off and roll down the mountain.
That is good to know.
Bye, Charles.
Would you...
Bye.
Bye, Charlie! Would you recommend this trail for a beginner?
I guess. Because I'm a beginner. And I made it.
You made it through. So there's hope. Or faith. Yeah, one must have faith to conquer any challenges in life.
Yeah.
Was there any wildlife that you saw?
Friend name, Yvonne.
Bye, Yvonne.
Yeah, friend. Hi.
Was there any wildlife that surprised you?
Flies and bees and fellow Homo sapiens.
Interesting. So would you recommend people bring enough rations?
I would recommend bringing a sandwich and at least 3 water bottles.
Okay, so it's fairly a long duration.
Oh, wait, no, 3 water bottles between the 2 of us. So at least 2 water
This place
bottles per
used to be
person.
nicer.
Well, thank you very much for accepting this interview, and I really appreciate your time.
You're welcome.
Why are you mumbling? What do you want?
Good morning, Mr. Earl Toraliza.
It's the afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Earl Toraliza.
Why are you using my full name?
Good morning, Earl. Thank you for accepting this interview. What are your thoughts on the difficulty of Mary Jane Falls Trail?
It's actually easy mode. It's just I'm fat. That's why I have to call out weight to carry. Plus I have to carry her backpack and her sweatshirt. And I have to drag her along too.
Hey, what the?
She ended up carrying me afterwards because I got lazy.
Oh, I see. Very good. So, would you recommend doing this in a pair with
You
other
don't have
people?
to. It is recommended, but you can do it by yourself, with a dog, or with a child. Because I see 2-year-olds do this hike.
Very interesting. So, would you say, in your experience, this is a safe trail for children?
Yeah, it's pretty safe as long as the parents are responsible.
So, constant supervision.
Mm.
All right. Was there any wildlife in Mount Charleston that surprised you?
Well, there's Ray.
I should just live here.
I see. Okay. And do you think it gets busy up in this trail?
No, because everyone's too lazy nowadays. It's year 2017. We're fat Americans. Cut that out.
Do you recommend that people bring rations?
Yes, because I'm hungry.
What kind of rations would you recommend?
You know, like beef jerky, not as salty, maybe some teriyaki,
A
sandwich, maybe something for Subway. Miguel could have bought me something, but lazy ass didn't want to give me shit. What are you looking at?
Who's that?
Oh, it's a dog. It's a doggy right there. See, even
Hey,
baby,
cute
even puppies can
doggy.
do this.
So cute puppies can do this. Very good. And final question. Would you recommend this trail to a beginner?
Yes. Because I did this when I was 17.
So there's hope.
Hmm.
All right, you heard it here first, folks.
Why you sound like Ben Stein? You know that one guy with the eye drop commercial?
Clear eyes. Well, thank you for your time, Mr. Earl.
Say clear eyes for dry eyes. Say it.
Clear eyes for dry
It's
eyes.
you.
Well, have a great day.
Do you guys want to go by the water fountain or the water fountain?
It's clear eyes for dry eyes. How long is this hike up the trail?
Huh? Oh, I don't remember. Wasn't it like a mile and a half or something like that?
No, that was like 18
But it's
miles.
uphill. That's
Okay.
why it feels longer.
This is Mary Jane Falls.
Want to check the water?
Yeah.
Was the waterfall as glamorous as you thought it would be?
Huh? Oh, I mean, this is actually pretty good considering. I mean, it's not just a trickle like it is sometimes.
Okay. So it's good. Proper for meditation.
Yeah. It's got
Would
that
you say
splashing
the level
noise.
of difficulty is it safe for young ones?
Yeah, as long as they pace themselves, don't slip and fall on the rocks.
Alright.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen children on this trail before. As long as the parent is keeping good, like a good eye on them.
Supervision.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good to know. Is it any different in the winter?
Well, I mean, it's going to be.
Okay.
Because it usually, I mean, you know, depending on how much snow is falling by the time you get here. And sometimes they won't even have the trail open if it's been snowing anyway.
And is wildlife ever present?
Yeah, there's deer here. You don't see them on the trail though. Not really that much. Or at least I haven't. You see lizards. I usually see lizards and woodpeckers.
Well, thank you for your time, Mr. Ray Florendo. It was good interviewing you.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Tastes better than the one from the water bottle.
All right. It's blinking means it's on, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you made it to the end of the trail. Is this your first time going on Mary Jane Falls Trail?
Yes, this is my first time.
And is this also your first time in Mount Charleston, the Mount Charleston area?
Yes, it is.
Let's see. And let's see. How long have you lived in Las Vegas?
I've lived here for about 20 years.
20 years, first time here. You heard it. It's never too late. And what do you think of this view at the end of the trail?
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous. It is kind of a gorge.
Ray's good at this. He does the spokes thing on spin tooling drawings. He goes on the bike and everything.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, he's professional.
What do I win? $50 in casino slot play?
Casino slot.
Depends on what the wheel lands on.
Slot
Free
play.
slot
Free
play?
slot play, yeah.
FSP.
Last time I won
FSP.
$4. I
$4.
got $15 in free slot play and I won $4.
Yeah,
if that
that's
was my money, I would have lost $9.
yeah, that's about the turnaround on those.
11. We would have lost 11.
Let's see.
Shit, I can't do math.
A couple more questions. How long did it take you to complete the trail?
I don't know, I lost track of time. But it didn't seem too long. It wasn't too short either, it was just right.
Okay. Would you say it was under an hour or like maybe an hour and a half or
Definitely over an hour,
over an hour?
but a well-spent hour.
Excellent.
No.
Hey, look, Ray's eating seeds.
Oh,
He's eating seeds he found
As
on
a
that
pastime
tree. He's
activity.
eating it. Look,
No,
Ray.
it's
You
the
really
thistle.
found those?
Watch him. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a thistle. I just carved it down and
oh, Ray,
Look,
tell
look,
the
Ray's
story.
eating it, Ray's eating it.
Tell the story of the thistle.
the thistle. So the Scottish thistle, it's like I just took the whole thing off, but it's that spiky flower over there with the spiky leaves. So Scotland has its, this is like the heart seeds. But,
Ray's eating it.
yeah, man.
He's eating stuff that's outside.
Yeah, it's called foraging,
It's called hunter-gatherer.
hunting,
You
gathering.
you play too much Fallout, Ray.
Sure. At least it's not an irradiated thistle.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so, like,
His dog is eating the water.
the Scots, they had this moat,
If you brought
and they
the
were
water
being
here, he'd
invaded.
pass out.
And the invaders saw that the moat was dry. So they thought it would be a good idea to take off their shoes and wade through it. But instead, they stepped on a bunch of thistles. Very prickly thistles, and they screamed in pain. It alerted the Scots, and the Scots were able to drive them off. And that's why the thistles in the Scottish flag. I read that in a book.
Very interesting story. Mikhail, over the Scottish story of the thistles, right? You should do an animation.
Thank you.
Let's see.
Yeah.
I want
Go
this as a
ahead.
memoir for the future. Okay. Wait. Alright. So today we went hiking at Mount Charleston, at Mary Jane Falls. I went with all my friends. There's Kat,
You have
Earl,
fun.
Mikhail, and Ray, who's the cameraman. And
Yeah.
Yvonne and Charles were with
Some
us too.
hell to come out.
I had a lot of fun today. And I hope that this will be a very memorable experience for me. And I hope it's a very memorable experience for everyone.
That's what you
Thank you.